Hi everybody, we're here with these 9 Australian Labradoodle puppies to do a litter update video. This is the 3-week litter update for the 9 Labradoodle puppies from the Extra Inning litter at Isle Doodles. Hi, I'm Claire, and in today's video we're going to show you each one of the puppies individually. We're going to tell you what their weights are. We're going to tell you what this litter has accomplished in the past week, which is quite a lot. And we're going to give you an update on Spirit, and in particular, you can now see Spirit's little bobtail. Yeah, last week we told you all about how Spirit had to have some surgery and have her tail removed. Spirit had an injury on her tail that crushed it. We don't know what happened exactly, but something happened. And the result of the tail being crushed was that the tail died. So we had to have it removed. You can see here she has a little tiny bit of a sore. This is just drying up and is all healed. It's just got a scab, and that's from where her bandage was. And if you look really closely, you can even see that already her coat is starting to grow back. And you can see the stitches at the end of her stump there. Those are coming out in just a few days on Wednesday. Spirit recovered from this surgery as if nothing had ever happened. It hasn't slowed her down. It hasn't bothered her in the least. She's not on any medications, and everything just went so well, and we're just so proud of her. And it's just such a relief that everything was okay, because Spirit is, of course, very special to us. All our doggies are. Yes, that's a good girl. So Spirit's doing very, very nicely. She has a really good appetite. You can see her coat is lovely, full and glossy. She's a really good weight, and she's just in really super condition, which is a really good accomplishment for a girl when they have 9 puppies. And these puppies are all really a good size. And the funniest thing is all of them except for Tan Collar are bigger at 3 weeks of age than our puppies in our other litter who are 5 weeks old. And that's partly because those puppies are in the other litter are mini Labradoodle puppies, and these puppies are medium Labradoodle puppies. So you can hear some sounds, a little bit of chirping. So that is one of the milestones that for this litter as a whole. You can see Orange Collar is nursing here. Nobody else is. And it's Orange Collar who's making that whining and complaining while she stares at her mama, Spirit. And the reason why she's whining is because the milk bar's empty. They've already all had a feed, so it's not surprising it's empty. However, these puppies are ready to eat. This is early. This is also very typical of all of our puppies from Spirit. Spirit's litters always hit their milestones way ahead of time. They're always overachievers, and it's really interesting to me because every single litter she's had, that has been the case. She's had a different stud each time, and regardless of that, it is obviously her influence, because always her litters are way far advanced. And when you're only 3 weeks old, if you're a whole week ahead of things, that is a significant amount of being ahead. And the other thing you can see, oh, she's maybe going to leave. She doesn't stay with the puppies all the time now because there is no need for her to be with them all the time. She's well aware of the fact that they're becoming more and more independent. You can see they're all standing up and walking now. That is another one of their major accomplishments in the past week. And while they're a little bit tottery, they're really remarkably steady. And as you can see the evidence right here, and the reason why we have the paper towels today, they're all also going to the bathroom on their own. And the other thing that they can do is they can get out of the box. So this morning at around, I think it was 5 o'clock this morning, there were some howls of protest going on. So I got up to see what was happening because I couldn't see any cause for alarm on the baby monitor that we have in our bedroom. But it was this little monkey here, little yellow collar girl. She was right out of the box, and she was out in front where Spirit sleeps when she wants to get away from the puppies. However, Spirit had come back in the box to feed everybody, and of course Yellow Collar, while she's able to climb out because she goes up onto the pig rail and over, she can't do that in reverse. And also our flooring is hardwood, which is very slippery, so she can't get any purchase to be able to boost herself back in. So she was very disconcerted and unhappy about that and squawking her head off. So as soon as I put her back in, she was very relieved. So because the puppies are going to the bathroom on their own, because they are really ready to eat some food on their own, and because they can escape, and you can see that with 9 of them in here, they need some room to move around, because 9 puppies take up most of this box, and we want them to be able to continue to walk and move around lots to develop their muscle tone and to become more coordinated. So that's why immediately after we shoot this video, they are all moving from here and into our doodle den. Now 3 weeks is not particularly early for moving to the doodle den. Usually we do that at about 3.5 weeks, sometimes not till 4 weeks, but right at 3 weeks is a bit early, and normally we don't expect them to really be walking that well, and we definitely don't usually have them eating at 3 weeks. Normally I like to wait until they're 4 weeks old. However, if they're ready, then it's time. And Spirit is telling us as well, hey, you know, I could use some help here. So when we get all those messages, then of course we respond to what the dogs are telling us. And the way we know that they're ready to eat is, first of all, they're still hungry after they've nursed. And the other is how they can lick us. I'm not sure if anybody will do it here while of course, they'll only do it when you're not filming. But if you put your finger up, they all will lick you now. Whereas when they're younger and they're nursing all the time, all they do is suck on your finger. But as soon as they show us that they can lick and they understand that concept, then we know they're ready to start trying some solid food. Now, Mr. Purple Collar here had quite an adventure this week too. Oh my goodness, it was just hilarious. He climbed up on top of his mama and then put himself to sleep here on the pig rail. He just thought that was really fun to just climb up on Spirit and then just plop himself over here. I don't know that it's very comfortable because it's kind of a hard surface, but he thought that that was a really fun thing to do, didn't you, little monkey? So they're all ready for all these adventures. Of course, they can all hear. Last week when we did our 2-week update, they couldn't all hear, but they all hear. They all know when we're coming in. As soon as they hear me open the door, they're, oh, Mummy's coming. And not me, Mummy, but Spirit Mummy is coming. If Spirit's in here and they hear us open the door, then it's, oh, Mom's leaving. So they get a little less excited about that event. But Spirit still is, of course, the center of the world. Spirit still loves them, cares for them. She's very attentive. But she's also, as you can see from when she left just now, she's well aware of when it's time to leave and let the puppies be on their own, to let them have the space and the opportunity to start moving around. Spirit's very good at sensing when her puppies need some more independence. She's definitely not a helicopter mom. We do have some mama dogs who are helicopters, and we find that those puppies take a little longer to mature and a little longer to feel confident on their own. Whereas when we have a mom who understands when their puppies need to start testing their own legs and going at things independently, those puppies are the ones who really mature quickly and tend to be much more successful much earlier on their own and far more interested in experiencing new things in the world. So that's the litter update overall. This will be the last YouTube video we do from the maternity ward for our Extra Innings Labradoodle puppies. From now on, they will be done either in the doodle den or in our puppy family room where you'll see them all together. And our puppy family visit's coming up on December 27th. It would have been normally right on Christmas Day, but I didn't really think everybody wanted to come on Christmas Day, although maybe that would have been the best gift of all. So we're going to do it on the 27th, and oh, that's going to be just so fun for everybody, particularly us, and the puppies will love it too. So now let's tell you a little bit about the puppies and where they are at weight-wise this week. And as always, we're going to do them in birth order. And Dark Blue, you are not first, so I'm going to put you down. You can hear Light Blue is talking away in his sleep. Talking away there, having some sort of dream in there. Something is going through his mind. Here we go. And you'll see that they're close together, but they're not all huddled up on top of one another. I have turned the temperature down in here to prepare them for the change to the doodle den. We will of course keep the doodle den warmer. The other puppies will have to adjust to the temperature going up a bit. But even though it's warmer in the doodle den overall, it's a bigger space, it's less confined, and so there is more air movement. So I like to have a few days to get them used to things. So I turned the temperature down 2 days ago because I was pretty sure this is where we would be at this point in time. So we're going to start with Red Collar Boy. And he is way back here under the pig rail, of course, wanting to hide. And now the puppies go under the pig rail. This is something that you will see in all of our litter update videos. And I think, can you see them there, Reynold? Can you get the camera on them? I'm not sure if it's easy to do or not. They all go underneath this pig rail, even before they can see. So why do they do that? Because dogs are a type of animal that like to have something over top of them. This is security. This makes them feel that they are hidden, protected, and safe. So it's part of their natural instinct, part of their past. I mean, obviously they don't have to worry about protecting themselves from predators, but they don't know that. They have no idea that there aren't predators out there just waiting to eat them. So it is a fairly instinctive behavior, and this is what we build on when we start doing crate work. So when we move all of the puppies into the doodle den, we will have a crate in there for them. We'll put them into the crate when we first move them so that right away they're in a secure area where they have a roof over their head and they have sides all around to make them feel safe. And then that's how we start right from day one, having the puppies associate being in the crate with safety and comfort. So again, it's all building on the natural behaviors of your dog, moving those forward to be able to have behaviors that you want your dog to exhibit in your home. Because of course, because the dogs are living with us, we do ask them to do some things that they wouldn't do naturally, such as we want them not to go to the bathroom in the house. We don't want them to chew on certain things, but we do want them to use all of their natural instincts to get those behaviors. Because you're a team. They're a member of your family. You're not going to ask your child or your partner to do something that's completely unnatural. Well, hopefully you're not. And to be successful as an adult, you already know with your children or with your partner, it works way better if you work on their natural strengths and what works for them to be able to have everything go in harmony. No different for dogs. The most important thing of all that I can ever share with anyone when they're getting a puppy and having a dog is you need to build a really strong bond with your dog. You need to earn their respect and their trust. Never, ever, ever go against those two things with them, and show them your love, and then you'll get all of that back in spades. So let's start off with Red Collar here, who is hiding under the pig rail. Hello, Mr. Red. Mr. Red Collar is our firstborn puppy in this litter, and he is this handsome black and white party boy. I just think right now he has the cutest little look because he has those spots on his nose, and then if he'll let me open his mouth, there we go. See the two little spots of black on his lips? Oh my goodness. Could you be any cuter? I don't think so. And if you follow us on Facebook, which I hope you do, you will have seen all the puppies and their 2-week photos. And this little guy was featured as he told everybody about the YouTube video coming up. Yes, that was you. You were the star. And you can see he's giving me some lovely eye contact now that he can hear. He's able to determine that I'm a shape, and he is at the point where he knows, oh, this is the human, or whatever he calls me, but he knows that I'm not a dog. He knows I'm something different. I very much like that he gives me that beautiful eye contact. And then we see his really pretty little markings down the back here. These are his party markings. And you can see how calm and relaxed he is. He doesn't care if I let his hind legs go or not. He's just very happy. This is a very affectionate puppy. This is a puppy who I am going to guess is probably going to be a sensitive puppy, because when there are loud noises and things, he is very much aware. He's not scared, but he definitely is very aware of them. Hey, BB. And Mr. Red Collar is 1.12 kilograms. Just a really good, solid puppy. All of our puppies, except for Tan, are now over the 1 kilogram mark, which is quite something at 3 weeks old. We have so many minis that we get used to them being much smaller and not hitting the 1 kilogram mark quite so soon. Next we have Pink Collar Girl. And Pink Collar Girl is this gorgeous, shiny ebony girl. Now, ebony is, I think as all of you who watch me regularly know, my favorite, especially when it's paired with some white markings. There we go, girlie. So you'll see they're all asleep, and so I try to pick them up as slowly as possible. Hi. And she too is giving me that nice eye contact there. Now, Pink is a little bit more outgoing than Red. She's one that likes to explore and see what's going on. But as you can see, she also checks back in and gives me lots of eye contact. Beautiful white markings on her chest. And you can see she's a little bit more active while I'm holding her. She's not quite as laid back as Red Collar is. She's much more of an outgoing little girl. Now, when I tell you these little personality snippets at 3 weeks, don't take them seriously in terms of thinking this is what this puppy is like. They are going to change dramatically. They still change pretty much every day. But these are just the things that we notice at this point in time. And you'll see she's looking a little bit over here more rather than directly at me as Red Collar did. And that is indicative of what I've seen from her. She's always checking things out. She's a bit of more adventuresome, aren't you? Oh, and there's a big yawn. And Miss Pink Collar Girl is weighing in at 1.16 kilograms. Again, a lovely, plump, juicy, beautifully proportioned puppy. She has that beautiful Labradoodle head that I like so much. Nice and blocky, short little nose, and a nice ear set. There we go. Oh, and there we've got Red Collar having a pee. And you can see that, oh goodness, he's going to roll in it. This is not one of the times when the puppies smell their best, because they are frequently rolling and pee and stepping through poo. So it's a lot of cleanup at this point, and a lot of laundry. And these pads that we have down here, these are hospital pads, and they're washable, but they do absorb everything really nicely, so that when the puppies do go to the bathroom on them, they are not sitting on top of soaking wet things. They have an absorbent quality to them. And then when we move them into the doodle den, they'll go onto regular pee pads, and we won't be using these as much. Dark Blue Collar, you're up next, honey. Dark Blue Collar is quite a communicator. He's always the one who tells me when the milk bar's not full. He's usually the first one to have a little story about that. And you can see here he's got some lovely sized feet, this fellow. Another one of our beautiful ebony boys. And Dark Blue Collar is our solid black boy. He doesn't have any white markings on him. He is going to be absolutely stunning. Yes. Just beautiful. If you look at our website and you go to the Our Dogs page, and if you look under the boys, and you'll find the black solid boy there. If you hover over the picture, you'll see his name is Kyoto. Kyoto is absolutely stunning black boy, and I think that Mr. Dark Blue Collar is going to be very similar. And he's weighing in at 1.18 kilograms. So the first 3 puppies have gone all the ways up. Each one of them gone up a couple of grams. Oh goodness, and now you can see Tan Collar is going to use the paper towel as her pillow. That's why I put the pillow down, so she's not resting her head in fresh pee, because that's not really the nicest thing. She probably wouldn't care, but I would. Next is our little explorer here, Purple Collar Boy. Now, Purple Collar Boy, along with being an explorer, is the first puppy who was growling. So he has told us all what his little growl sounds like. He's quite a personality. We call him our half mustachio boy because, as you can see, he has a mustache on the right side of his face. He has black lips as if he put lip liner on all of his, there we go, you can see them all on the bottom here. And then if you look carefully, you can see he has a little bit of tan here. He also has tan in his chits, inside his ears, and under his tail. And that means this little dog is a tri. So that means he is a phantom as well as a party. So that is something in a Labradoodle breeder world that is very prized and very treasured. So Jules is a very special boy. He will go to a family though. He will not be used as a breeding dog. And the reason for that is because Bentley, who's the sire of this litter, was purchased from our breeder friend Dawn in New York. And when you purchase a dog, usually there are restrictions in your contract for buying the dog. And one of the restrictions is no breeding dogs to be sold for the first 2 years. Now Bentley just turned 2 on December the 2nd. But these puppies were born before December the 2nd. And for the boys, the restriction is for 3 years. Now, I don't need to keep a boy because I have Bentley. So from this litter, I am planning to keep a girl. But this little guy is going to be very handsome. You can also see his phantom markings on the side of his face here. They are so pretty. His eyebrow chits are just this gorgeous mahogany color. It's a really unique pattern, very special, right, Mr. Perpy? And Mr. Perp, who likes to sleep on the pig rail, I'm very interested to see where he's going to find to sleep in the doodle den. He's 1.02 kilograms, and you can see that's just right. You can see that nice plump body there, just a full, whole, beautiful little Labradoodle puppy, really just doing so nicely. I put you over here. You like it over here? You'll probably move. Next is our Dora the Explorer girl, yellow collar girl. This is our girl who escaped last night. And, whoops, and our first caramel puppy in the litter. And she is such a pretty little girl. So she is a true caramel color. I mean, she looks really like a caramel that you would get from the store and eat. Really pretty. And she may end up being apricot, but I'm pretty sure that nose is going to stay that liver color, which means she is a caramel. Very, very pretty. Nice coat. Again, a nice solid puppy. Really nice weight gain. Pretty little face. She's just a sweet little thing. And as we found out, she has a very good set of lungs. And Miss Yellow Collar, who likes to climb all over the place. Yeah. Are you a mountain climber? She is 1.07 kilograms. There you go over here. Next is Orange Collar. Now, Orange Collar is the same as her daddy, Bentley. She is a chocolate phantom. And we'll just see if she can be okay with being woken up. She's giving me some grunts and groans there. Oh my goodness, what is going on? I was just having such a good sleep, Mom. Hi, how are you? So this little girl, again, we've got the strong eye contact going and even reaching out for some kisses, which is very nice. Oh, I love you too. I love the kisses, yes. Very affectionate, as you can see. Very pretty little markings. I expect that she is carrying Party. Well, actually, I know she's carrying Party because her parents are. And you can see she's got the white on her chest, a little bit of white on her face. And now you see how she's licking. She's licking because she just licked my lips. And I have lip gloss on my lips, and that's sticky on her tongue. And so that's what she's doing. So in one of the other videos I was mentioning, when you have a puppy, you have to be very aware of what you wear on your skin because your puppy is ingesting that. So you want to make sure that any products that you have on your body are all safe for your puppy to have. Obviously, they're just getting very small amounts, but you want to make sure that they're not going to be ingesting something that is potentially going to upset their stomach or even make them sick. So little Missy here, she is, oh my goodness, you're lying on my page. She is 1.15 kilograms. And she's really having a hard time staying awake. She said, I'm just going to fall asleep in your arms. So this is something I really like to see. You can see this is not very comfortable. She's quite being held awkwardly here. But regardless, she trusts me. She knows my voice. She knows nothing's going to happen. So she feels like she can just settle right back down to sleep and not worry about anything. That's something that's so important to have in a puppy. So there's our little orange collar girl, looking just like her Papa Bentley. Very pretty. And you can see all the gleam on her coat too. Everybody has such a gorgeous coat. Excuse me, can I just move my book? Thank you. Next is Light Blue, who is giving Orange a little hug there. Light Blue is just the shiniest little ebony. And this little fellow's face, oh my goodness. Could you have a cuter face? Hi, are you very cute? Yes, you are. Is your nose running a little bit? Here's your mommy catch your nose for you. There we go. Oh, and there he's showing you his very handsome goatee. Now, part of what makes this little guy's face so appealing, besides the beautiful black and white markings, is his ears are way up high on his head. That's what we Labradoodle breeders call a high ear set. And that is a part of the Labradoodle breed standard, and it is one of the things that gives their faces that really cute little look. And then he's got those beautiful white markings on his tummy and his little icing sugar dipped paws. Just the cutest little guy. And this guy, oh, he's a very sweet boy. He is the biggest puppy in the litter right now, but oh, he is just the gentlest little soul. And he's 1.37 kilograms. And so that's really a very good weight for a 3-week-old. And I'm just going to see if he's going to let me put my finger in his mouth. Yeah. And already I can feel the nubs for the teeth coming, which again, of course, it's a spirit puppy, so it doesn't surprise me. It's happening a little sooner than normal. So that's our handsome Mr. Light Blue collar. Next is the puppy who steals everyone's heart, and that is Tan Collar Girl. Hi, baby. Hi. Now, my goodness, look at how small she is compared to the others. Tan is 600 grams. So she is less than half the size of Light Blue, who was born before her. This little one, oh my goodness, how can you not fall in love with this face? And if you were here every day, you would just be always wanting to just spend your time with her. She is feisty. She fights for every little bit of the milk bar that she gets. She never asks for help. She never complains. She just figures out how to do it on her own. She is an incredible problem solver. For a little infant puppy, it's amazing what she can sort out. We just all have had our hearts completely stolen by this little one. She's just so amazing. We still come in and help her to make sure that she's always getting her turn at the milk bar, but she's holding her own really well. There's nothing wrong with her. She's like a perfectly fine, well-developed Labradoodle. You can see she has a nice big tummy there. She's definitely not compromised in any way. She just happens to be a smaller puppy. And why is that? And why is Light Blue so much bigger? It'll be because of where she was positioned when she was being cooked up. She didn't have the best spot in the oven there, did you? No, probably she was in a sack that had some way that the umbilical cord may have even been squeezed off a little bit. It may have been pushed up by her positioning in the uterine horn. Anything like that. She just didn't get as many groceries while she was being baked as the other puppies did. But that doesn't mean she missed out on anything. It just means that she didn't get to be as big. She is every bit as perfect. Oh, I think actually she's far more perfect than anyone else. Oh, I just want to put her in my pocket and keep her with me all the time. We'll put her in between here and you can see how much of a difference there is. But don't be fooled in thinking that these two puppies are going to end up as grown-ups being way bigger than she is. It is entirely possible she will end up larger than them. So there's no guarantee that she's going to stay petite like this. And now that they're going on to solid food, you may see her sprout and take off, or it may be a little while before she does catch up. But in Ripple's litter, Wilson, her brother, was a small puppy like this. And when Ripple was a puppy and Wilson was a puppy, this was sort of a similar comparison. Wilson is now considerably bigger than Ripple is. Come here, baby. Last but not least is our silver collar girl. And silver collar is our other caramel in the litter here. Hi. Hi, baby. Did I wake you up? Very pretty girl. These two caramels used to have different colors, but they've really become fairly similar. Silver collar has a little bit more red in her caramel color, but really she is that same beautiful, natural, authentic caramel color. I think this puppy, though, is going to be a red, not a caramel, because her toes look like they're black to me, and her nose looks like it's going to be black to me. And if it's black, well then we have either an apricot or a red. And she's dark enough that we would probably call her a red, but we'll just have to wait and see. So who knows? She might be caramel, she might be an apricot, and she might be a red. Oh my goodness, so many things. You just don't know who you are yet. Very nice eye contact from this little girl too. This is a real sweet puppy. Very quiet, very inobtrusive. Just a really lovely, sweet little creature. And silver weighs 1.15 kilograms. So that's all of our puppies in the litter. Spirit apparently is not coming back to make an appearance again. She's just actually out of camera range there. She's sleeping in behind Reynolds' feet and going, oh, this is really nice, some me time away from the puppies. She really enjoys her time away from the puppies, but she definitely knows when it's time to come back in and check on them again. So we hoped you enjoyed our litter update today for these 3-week-old Labradoodle puppies. And next week we'll be back again with another update. And that one will do from the Doodle Den. And I'll bet you'll be surprised at how much these puppies have changed and grown. So take a good look at them now. They're all lovely and quiet. And you can see Pink is over here on her own. These ones are all pretty close together, and then Purple Collar is over here with his head completely buried under the pig rail. So keep those two things in mind, and we'll see, does it turn out as the puppies mature, are Pink and Purple the two that are the most independent out of the litter, or not? And if you have any questions, please post them below. I'm happy to answer any of your questions. If you have a moment to give us a thumbs up, we'd really appreciate that. And we'd love it if you subscribe to our channel. We just hit 3,000 subscribers, and that's a real milestone for us. So thank you so much. We really appreciate all the support, and we really hope you enjoyed the video.